Well, we finally have some sort of official word from Sony, as Sony Pictures Japan is teasing an announcement and reveal of Spider-Man No Way Home. So let's get to this, because it might finally be happening. So Sony Japan is no stranger to Sony because they are the headquarters of Sony. Naturally, that's where everything from the higher-ups comes from. So recently, as they just published that Spider-Man hype-up piece, if you use Google Translate, it said, "Spider-Man, a must-see project for fans, will start soon. Stay tuned, Spider." Now that's obviously a direct translation, so in the native language it probably doesn't sound like broken, but quite obviously Sony HQ is getting ready to make announcements and get things rolling, and obviously start going to their international brands and having people start hyping up the same thing. And if you look at the pattern of previous updates on other Spider-Man projects from years ago, this is typically how it starts. It's Sony in Japan starting something because it's the corporate level, the HQ, and then we start to see it sort of spread out through international locations. Now, this year we've had interesting updates, I would put it that way. Obviously, some South American territories updated the logo with video, and it showed spoilery things, so then they took it down and backpedaled off of it, but it was already out there, hit the internet. This to me definitely indicates that they're ready to make some sort of announcement, because that's exactly what they're saying with this. Stay tuned, we're about to do something. Now, again, I do want to state, soon is relative. You guys remember when Sony said last year that in November we would get our first big details on the third Spider-Man film? They've still said nothing since. So it's one of these things where right now it's, better do it now or announce that the film is being delayed or whatever plans you have. And maybe that's what's gonna happen, is a 2-for-1. Hey, here's a release date and here's a trailer or a poster, but it's also got a new date. So I'm interested if they're going to try to compound all sorts of announcements into one, because that's sort of what I think you would have to do to avoid backlash, because they understand right now, if they were to just say the film is being delayed or we're going to wait to delay it till last minute like they did with some other films, massive backlash would happen. So they got to release something before something happens. I honestly won't be surprised if they release a Spider-Man coming soon trailer with no official release date, and that's why they also said soon in here. They're trying to get people aware of the ever-shifting landscape, but the promise is here and they're going to deliver. We're going to know something really soon. Just when? That's the big one. Can at least be before this month ends. I mean, we got, 5 days? So hopefully.